America was invaded during World War II and almost nobody noticed. In 1942, Japanese forces landed on U.S. soil, raised their flag, and occupied American territory for nearly a year. This did not happen in California or Hawaii. It happened on a frozen, fog-covered island in Alaska called Attu. What followed in 1943 would become one of the most brutal and forgotten battles of the entire war. Attu Island sits at the far western edge of Alaska's Aleutian Islands, closer to Japan than to the continental United States. It is a place of constant wind, freezing rain, and thick fog that can reduce visibility to just a few feet. The ground is not solid earth, but tundra and bogs that swallow boots and vehicles alike. For soldiers trained for conventional warfare, Attu was a nightmare. When American forces landed on May 11, 1943, nothing went according to plan. Fog scattered landing craft. Units landed in the wrong locations. Communication broke down almost immediately. As troops moved inland, they discovered the enemy was nearly invisible. Japanese forces had dug defensive positions deep into hillsides and ridgelines, using the terrain as their greatest weapon. Many American soldiers never saw who was shooting at them. They advanced uphill through freezing mud while being fired on from hidden positions. Casualties mounted not just from bullets, but from hypothermia, frostbite, exhaustion, and falls into ravines. Nearly half of all American casualties on Attu were caused by the environment, not the enemy. As the battle dragged on, Japanese commander Yasuo Yamasaki refused to defend the beaches. Instead, he slowly bled the American advance, forcing them to fight for every ridge and valley. Sleep was rare, clothing never dried, morale steadily eroded as the island claimed its victims day after day. And then, on May 29, 1943, the battle reached its terrifying conclusion. In the early morning fog, Japanese forces launched the largest banzai charge of the Pacific War. Hundreds of soldiers charged straight into American lines in a final, desperate assault. Defensive positions collapsed, hand-to-hand combat erupted, medical tents were overrun. By the end of the day, nearly the entire Japanese force was dead. The Battle of Attu was over, but it left behind staggering losses. Over 3,800 American casualties, nearly every Japanese soldier killed, and a battlefield so brutal it was quietly erased from public memory. This was the only land battle of World War II fought on incorporated United States soil, and it is one of the most forgotten. If you want the full documentary version of this story, it is available now on this channel.